Successful people are simply those with successful habits. So in today's video, I'm gonna share 6 simple habits that will improve the quality of your life, that maybe change your entire life. Let's get right into it. First of all, welcome. My name is Axel Schura. I'm a business coach, and my entire life, my entire adult life, I've been interested in figuring out what makes the difference. Why are some people successful, some people are happy, and some people are not? What are the patterns? There's this one beautiful, simple quote by Jim Rohn which says, "Success leaves clues." I've spent probably the last 10 years, and I continue to do it. I spent my time studying successful and happy, fulfilled people. Obviously, we all have our own definition of success. For me, it also means enjoying life, being fulfilled, waking up and actually looking forward to what you are about to do. And in this video, I'm gonna share 6 simple habits that I've learned over the years from people like Jim Rohn, from people who are, in my eyes, truly successful, and I will share those 6 simple habits with you. Number 1, eat that frog. Obviously, don't eat frogs, please don't. I know some people do. I would recommend reading the book, Eat That Frog. One of the best things I have ever learned that improved my productivity immensely is to start my day with the most important tasks. Obviously, you first have to become aware. What is the main thing? Keep the main thing the main thing. What are the tasks that are most important to you? The tasks that make all the difference. High impact tasks. Usually those tasks are a bit complicated. I don't want to anymore, but for a long time, those tasks that I was a bit afraid of, or that were a bit complicated, I would just, procrastinate and say I would do them later, and then during the day you do many things, and then disappointment and things would just add up and you don't get things done. So I have shifted from just doing and being busy to, hey, I'm actually gonna take some time in the morning, or even better, during the evening before, and I ask myself, what is the main thing? What creates the biggest impact? What are the tasks that I need to get done early in the morning, which will help my business grow, which will improve my health? So my morning routine is really simple, doesn't take that much time, but after my first 2-3 hours, I have already done something for my mind. I meditated, I did something for my health, cold shower, a bit of stretching, and I did something for my business, for my brands. It depends on the day, but usually it's being creative, creating a podcast, making videos, making stories, recording, things that really make the difference. And especially for all the people here who have a business, you can ask yourself, this might sound a bit weird, but stick with me for a second. What are the things that would destroy your business? If you are an employee, what would be the quickest way to get fired? Because then you can look, those are actually the main things. If I don't do those tasks, I'm in trouble. So for me, for example, my brand wouldn't continue to grow if I wouldn't produce content. The quickest way to ruin my business would be to stop providing any value. The opposite would be, okay, I'm gonna start my day. One of the key tasks, my key task that I can't outsource, creating value. So here I am, early in the morning, creating value for you. What are the 20% of tasks that create 80% of the results? You want to start your day with that, and then after you are finished with your morning routine, 3 most important tasks, it's already a good day, it's already a productive day, you already made progress. So one really simple habit is eat that frog. The second one would be eat for life energy. In general, make decision to increase your life energy. We don't have to, it's up to you. I just made a shift from thinking I'm treating myself when I eat fast food, when I eat ice cream or something. That's not treating yourself. You don't feel good afterwards. You might feel good for 7 seconds, but how do you feel 2 hours later? How do you feel the next day? What do you look like the next day? And I don't say there is no room for fast food. I just say most of the time, I want to eat food that fuels me, that makes me feel alive. And most of the neurons, I do this, neurons. Actually, most of our neurons are in our gut. Most of the serotonin, also called happiness hormone, is produced in your gut. Your gut health has an effect on your entire body, including your mental health. So if you want to be productive, you obviously want to, well, it's not obvious, but you want to eat food that gives you life energy. I often see those videos about productivity, get stuff done, and then they have Subway for lunch and McDonald's for dinner. It's a great way to decrease productivity. It's a great way to decrease life energy. And at the end of the day, yes, we want to be productive, we want to do meaningful things, but we also want to enjoy life. What's the point of being super productive if it doesn't have any meaning to you, to the world, and you feel shitty during the process? There's actually a great book that I would recommend, The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. And most people regret working too much on things that don't matter, making bad decisions. So every single day you make 1, 2, 3, depending on how much you eat and how often, you make decisions that will impact your future. Not only your future, but also the present moment. How will you feel in 2 hours? How will you feel during the evening? How will you feel the next day? And you can't tell me like, hey, I'm eating all that fast food. I'm feeling so, it makes me feel so alive. That will automatically increase your happiness if you would eat more whole foods, more fruits, more veggies, legumes, whole grains, nuts and seeds. Give it a try the next 30 days. Eat mainly whole foods, see how you will feel. I've never heard anyone telling me, oh, Axel, I started eating healthy. I started eating whole foods, all those apples, berries, broccoli. They made me feel horrible. The third one, make reading a habit. It still blows my mind that there are, if someone writes a book, it's usually an expert, if it's a good book, it's an expert in a specific field. They put years, if not decades, of knowledge into a book that you can buy for 10, 20, 30 euro or dollars, and people still say, I don't buy it because it's too expensive. This is just, to me, like, the exchange is 10, 20, 30 euros for years, decades of experience. So if there is a book like Money Master the Game, Tony Robbins interviewed 50 of the most successful investors in the world, you can buy it for 20 euros and people still say, it's too expensive, I'm not gonna buy it. I had that in my family, we don't have money for those kind of things. We don't have money for books, we don't have money for seminars, retreats or anything, but we do have money for things like cigarettes, alcohol, and many other stupid things. Take advantage of that. Books can give you so much. Obviously, you need to implement what you learn. Just reading something is, great, it's potential knowledge, but knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Only if you use it. Only, let's say you read the book Money Master the Game and you learn how to invest and deal with money and you don't do anything about it. Obviously, there's zero, progress made in terms of, we live in a physical reality. You need to take physical action in order to change things. This book would only be powerful if you would actually freaking use the tools. If you watch this video and you learn so much about habits, but you don't change anything, well, nothing is gonna change for you. Unless you change. If you want a better life, you need to make better decisions. It sounds really simple, but most people still don't do it. Taking action makes all the difference. So what is the one book that you're gonna read? Order one. I want to know also in the comments. Let me know in the comments. What is one book that you are reading right now or that you are purchasing right now? Maybe a book that you recommend to others. I want to see your book recommendations in the comment section. Number 4, Make sleep a priority. I feel a bit stupid saying that because I think it's so obvious and a lot of people talk about it, but still, the information is there, just people don't do it. Look at the data, look at the statistic when it comes to sleep. Most people don't get enough sleep. The question is, what are you doing with your life? Are you watching TikTok videos until 2 in the night, or do you prioritize your sleep? At least 7.5 hours of sleep. Yes, you could say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna sleep less so I can be more productive. I'm only gonna sleep 5 hours. But that's again, short-term thinking. If you're sleep deprived, you make worse decisions. You are less productive. You could say, oh, I'm only gonna sleep 3 hours. I have so much more time during the day. Yeah, but during the day you will feel crappy. You wanna feel energized, and like sleep is your body's way to learn, to grow, to recharge. You need that rest. So really make sleep a priority. Why We Sleep is a great book recommendation. Good sleep quality, but also quantity. Eliminate your smartphone from your bedroom, or at least put it somewhere like away from you. Night shift mode, flight mode, so you don't have any distractions, anything that could wake you up. And also one thing that I've noticed, especially when I go to retreats and meet other people, many people go to the toilet during the night, which surprises me. You don't have to. Like, you can also be smart and drink during the day, especially in the morning. 1 hour before you go to bed, you just don't drink, or you drink a little bit, you go to the toilet. I never go, like really rarely. It happens maybe once every 3 months that I use the toilet in the middle of the night, because it interrupts your sleep. And sometimes you can't fall asleep again, and it takes you an hour, and it's an hour less of sleep. So make sure you prioritize sleep this year. Fifth one, I just mentioned your smartphone. Your smartphone makes a good servant, but a bad master. You shouldn't be controlled by your smartphone and get 1 billion notifications. So the fifth advice, the fifth habit would be to turn off your phone, your push notifications. Most of the things in life are not urgent. And we think like, oh, if we would turn off our notifications, then we would miss out on maybe important, urgent things. But really, if something urgent happens, do you think you will get a notification from Instagram? You might think, oh, but maybe from WhatsApp. But really, if something, what would be really urgent? Like your house is on fire. I would want to know if my house is on fire. But I hope that anyone who sees that would, call me and don't just, send me an Instagram DM or WhatsApp message. Most things in life are not urgent. And if they are urgent, you can teach people to call you. Don't be a slave of your smartphone. Just look at your notifications. Most of them are irrelevant and distract you from being productive, from doing the things that really matter. And we became this generation that, we have dinner with our friends and the phone is there and it's buzzing. That's pretty annoying, by the way. Or, we sit at work and we have our phone. Oh, WhatsApp there. Oh, Instagram there. And then sometimes I'm aware of that and I still fall into this trap sometimes. That, I need to look up something on Instagram, like a DM or something, and I end up watching videos about, cats and what's his name? There's this guy who always makes me laugh, Haspula. And then after 10 minutes, I'm like, what did I just do? Where did those 10 minutes go? How did I end up here? Phones can be great tools if we use them for us and not against us. And being notified every 2.5 minutes is definitely something that makes our life not better. That makes you less productive and you become almost addicted to your phone. This dopamine rush every 2 minutes, every 10 minutes. Oh, no one texted me. That's why some people get so offended and send you a question mark if you didn't answer in 2 hours. When was the last time you spent a day without your smartphone, without social media? Make sure you use your phone for you, not against you. The sixth habit is about your relax list. Introduce a relax list to your life. We all probably have a to-do list. Have a relax list. Every day, 1 or 2 things that you're gonna do to relax, to recharge, to maybe just do absolutely nothing. To go on a walk in nature, to go to the spa, to the sauna, and just be. especially in that productivity bubble, I often see that, and I was part of that. I thought I am only productive when I do things. I'm only worthy when I'm working. And that's why, for example, I see many high performer, they go on holiday and they feel miserable because their self-worth is connected to doing something, to working. You could call that a workaholic tendency. Learn the beauty of doing absolutely nothing, because here's the thing, that's being productive. A rest, taking a day off is productive. You obviously want to have a balance, but without those things, at some point you will burn out. It's obvious that it's not a good idea to connect your self-worth with being productive all the time. Or let me phrase it this way, doing things all the time, working all the time. Things for me changed when I made the shift and understood, you know what? Sleeping enough is productive. Going on a walk is productive. It helps my mental health. And whether you are a business owner or an employee, your mental health is a key factor when it comes to productivity. If you're not feeling well physically or mentally, all of this, your workforce would not be really effective. So don't wait until your body gives you signs to slow down. Slow down already. Little chunks of holidays every day. Even if you have a lot on your plate, if you're busy, this and that, it makes you more productive, and it also increases your happiness. It can be a scary place if you know, like it might be time to get some help, whether that's a therapist or a coach, because long term you will just, regret also things. It's productive to spend time with your kids. It makes you happier. Do more things that make you happier. Especially nowadays, when you work from home, there is always something that you can do. Always an email that you can reply to, always a WhatsApp message. It's so powerful to say like, hey, 8 p.m., it's done. I'm gonna turn my MacBook off, or your laptop, your phone off, and I'm gonna work on my relax list. I'm gonna take a bath and do absolutely zero. I have 2 bonus tips for you. Number 1, especially during the winter, supplement with vitamin D. Maybe you live somewhere where you get enough vitamin D. That would be maybe Bali or some places where you get a lot of sunshine. That's how your body synthesizes vitamin D. Most people, I think almost an estimated 1 billion people, don't get enough vitamin D. Weak bones, weak immune system, and it impacts your mental health as well. So make sure that you get enough vitamin D. I get mine from VivoLife. It's part of their multi-nutrient. I just take the multi-nutrient. I cover vitamin B12, vitamin D, iodine. Check VivoLife out. Been a sponsor for the last 4 years just because they make the best supplements. I know the facility. They plant 1 tree for every single order. I think we've planted more than 500,000 trees at this point. You will find all information in the description box. The second bonus tip would be to visualize success in the morning. That's something I learned from Tony Robbins. Sit down. If you meditate, and at the end of your meditation practice, visualize success. I pick 3 scenarios that I want to create, and I feel and act as if this is already reality. Your brain doesn't know the difference. Sometimes you get afraid of things and you already feel the pain of things that never will happen or didn't even happen yet. But because you anticipate it, you basically visualize it. How will it look like if this happens and you feel the pain? Use that tool for you. Visualize success. Close your eyes and feel as if you would be already there, as if it would be already yours, as if you would already be this person. Your brain is a record of the past. The thoughts that you are thinking today are most likely similar to the thoughts that you are thinking yesterday. Most of the thoughts are repetitive, so let's consciously think better thoughts. If we think better thoughts, we can make better decisions. If we make better decisions, we're gonna live better lives. So don't be a victim of the past, but take time every morning. Think intentionally good thoughts. Visualize success. Visualize what it feels like to be the person you want to become, to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. It puts you also automatically into a really good state. people focus on what they don't want. They can tell you stories for 20 minutes about things that they don't want in their lives, but they can't tell you a single thing about what they want to achieve. So the question for you is, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to have? What do you want to do? If you're not aware of that, sit down, journal, really take action. One form of taking action would be thumbs up, subscribe for more valuable videos, for more interviews. If you want to improve your life, you came to the right place. Thank you so much for listening, watching, and until next time, my friends. That was a lot of value, wasn't it?